Boity Podcast number 1. Today's topic, baseball. I am Nick Sanchez. Let's go. All right. As you know, I am Nick Sanchez. and today we have two special guests with us on the topic of baseball. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Sean Maher. I'm a senior here at Cameron University. I'm getting my degree in sports and exercise science, and I am a pitcher on the baseball team.
What's up? My name's Andy Kralik. This is my third year here at Cameron University. I am a second baseman, and my major is business marketing.
Awesome. And as you know, I'm a sophomore catcher here at Cameron. And today we're going to talk a lot about baseball and hit on a couple topics. So first of all, we're just going to ask you guys, what got y'all involved with baseball? Everyone started off.
I think for me it was just growing up in a family that loved baseball. My dad played a little bit when he was younger, and my brother got into it at a young age. And I think that's just what influenced me to pursue it.
Nice. And Sean, you said you were a pitcher. Were you always a pitcher?
No, I used to play a little bit of infield when I was a kid, but once high school came around, I was pretty much just a pitcher.
Nice. What about you, Andy?
I could say I was a little bit different. My dad didn't really play baseball. He watched it a little bit, but wasn't really that big of a fan. My parents just kind of let me play a whole bunch of different sports, and I got to pick out the one I liked. I sucked at soccer. I was terrible at basketball, but I was decent at baseball, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So, that's pretty much how I got started, and I just fell in love ever since.
So, were you a one-sport guy after you chose baseball, or?
I'd say pretty much. I still played in a couple rec leagues here and there, basketball, and then I played basketball and football in middle school, but once I got into high school, it was straight baseball.
Nice. So, y'all are from different states. So, how was, the baseball different growing up? Was it, was your league more competitive? Did you play, pretty good teams? Did you start off in select? How early did you start playing select? So,
I started playing competitive baseball when I was about 12 years old. And, I don't know, I feel like the competition was pretty even as far as playing against other teams from other states. We'd always have pretty good games. Yeah.
What about you, Andy?
I played in my very first season when I was 6 years old, and that was rec ball. And I played rec ball up until about the time I was 11, whenever I played my first select season. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes.
What about you, Nick?
Well, I actually was a late bloomer to the select ball. I didn't start playing select ball until I was about 13. I played rec ball until I was about 12, going on to 13, and I just had to realize that I wanted better for myself and needed more competition, and that I didn't want to. It was always great being one of the better guys on the team, but you want to have a team. You want to actually have a team. So that's why I went to select and got a good camaraderie going and played until I was 17. So nice. We're going to move on to another topic on y'all's favorite team. Sean is from New Mexico. Andy and I are from Texas. So, Sean, what's your favorite team? Who is your favorite team, actually?
My favorite team's the St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, Andy, what is your favorite team? We don't talk to Sean about his favorite team because I'll let Andy explain why we don't talk to Sean about his favorite team.
Well, Nick and I are Texas Ranger fans, and if you know anything about the Rangers, you know that they were one strike away from winning the World Series in 2011 when the Cardinals took it away from us. And Sean likes to remind us of that.
A lot.
So, yeah.
It wasn't too long ago when he sent us a video of the whole the last 2 innings of the whole game, and put me and Andy in tears on that one.
Yeah, it's been 7 years and I still haven't gotten over it. But Nick, What's your favorite memory from being a Texas Rangers fan?
Favorite memory?
There's not many of them.
Actually, mine are more like, you have to be there. It's more in the moment. So I went to a fan fest, a Rangers fan fest, a lot when I was younger, almost every year, and it was around my birthday. So the fan fest was like you got to interact with the players, got to go to the field, get autographs, and it was just like a good bonding moment with me and my family. And it's cool to have the memories that you have, and in the binders with all the autographs and the pictures, and buying jerseys or bobbleheads, and that's some of my favorite moments as a Ranger fan is just getting to be there in the atmosphere of all the players. What about you?
I for sure get that. Me and my dad used to go to something pretty similar. It was like an Academy Sports and Outdoors Rangers tour they were doing the off season, and
yep.
I got to go one time, and I got to meet Ian Kinsler and Jim Sundberg, a Texas Rangers legend, and just got to talk with them, get their autograph. So that was pretty cool. But my favorite moment being there at a Rangers game was 2011 American League Championship Series. I can't remember which game it was, but Nelson Cruz hit a walk-off grand slam, and the place was just electric. Like, I still get chills thinking about it. It was definitely probably my favorite moment as a Rangers fan, especially because I was there.
I did not know you were at that game, actually. I did not know.
Third row up from the Tigers dugout.
Wow.
I got to go with a friend who had very wealthy grandparents.
All right, Sean. Moving on from the team aspect, we're gonna talk about what is your favorite childhood memory playing.
My favorite childhood memory is probably when I was 12 years old. I was playing Little League, and I was pitching, and I ended up no-hitting the other team. It was actually the Cardinals that we were playing, but I no-hit them through 6 innings, and then I think one of my buddies came in and finished it off. But yeah, that was.
No-hitting is when you pitch against the other team and allow no hits, by the way. What about you, Andy?
Mine actually came from a rec league game as well. I was about 8 years old, and we're playing in the playoffs against this team. They're called the Sandlot. They were like the team to beat. Like, no one had beaten them, and we were kind of the underdogs. We didn't have a chance. Well, everyone thought we didn't have a chance, and we ended up going into the last inning with like a 2-run lead, and I actually ended up making a double play to win the game. And my dad was a coach, and he gave me a big hug after. It was a pretty special moment.
Dang. What team were you on?
We were the Rangers, actually.
Nice. Mine is actually when I was a little older. I was about 16, and we got to play at Texas Christian University, TCU. And it was late in the game, and I actually knew the pitcher that was pitching, and I come up, and right before that, actually, one of the TCU coaches came in our dugout, and I hit a home run over left field, and that was one of the greatest moments, honestly, ever that happened to me in baseball. And okay, so after all those topics, to wrap it up, kind of, what brought y'all to Cameron, and why do you still continue to play the game?
So for me, I didn't have a whole lot of offers coming out of junior college. Cameron was one of the only schools that really gave me a formal offer and really just put it out there on the line for me. But yeah, I think that's the reason why I came to Cameron. They committed to me, so I committed to them.
And he's one of our best pitchers right now, by the way. So that's pretty cool. Andy?
For me, I actually had zero real offers coming out of high school. And I had a high school teammate that came and walked on here at Cameron, so I knew about it. So I went into Coach Houston's office and went and talked to him, and he gave me a chance, and I guess the rest is history. That's why I'm here, because he gave me a chance.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for coming on to the show, and hope to have y'all on the show more often. And that was Podcast 1. Thank you.